let's continue. What time is it? 18. We have our quest here. Confront Clage with Hardy's story. Okay, so Clage is the woman on the rooftop, right? So we can pass here. So basically, Hardy told us that that the man was killed inside her apartment, and then they hanged the man to cover for her.
It's always good to see you.
She cracks with a smile and back against the railing.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
Okay, the Hardy boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
She puts her coffee mug on the table.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police.
So it was her. He's actually confessing.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
Mm-hmm.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two, then move on to questions. Is it? Something is off here. Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
Volition rhetoric.
Let
okay.
the mist speak.
Physical instinct.
She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me out of the shit I'd gotten into.
That's not a good enough.
You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again, with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewes-Duane County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewes-Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
Okay.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. along with Luskop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite.
She shakes her head at the thought.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
One of them killed themselves because of me.
She says it quickly, like she's said it 100 times to herself to get used to the eye out of guilt.
That's bad. How do you live with it yourself? That's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
I'm a cop, what I do is right. By not remember a single goddamn thing. I don't either.
That would do the trick, yes.
She's almost devoured the cigarette she lit. She looks at it sadly. What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Then what
He was
happened?
heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
Okay, you need to put on a screen that run downstairs. A bit the pillow, there's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her
I
side.
waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh.
I'm sorry that happened.
So am I.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No,
What did you do then?
nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
Say nothing.
She pulls on the cigarette, looking up at the sky. Her hair ripples in the breeze
What
as she
happened?
stands there, silent.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Okay, before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby, you know, the leader.
Okay, so Ruby is the girl, the drug leader girl that we haven't met yet.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
She says as if it's self-evident. I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
She looks at the ground and raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby, where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
Did you kill Eli?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Somewhere, lying around. Close to her hand. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out. When they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Downstairs we have this crazy idea that you
I'm
can
sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
You must have had a weapon nearby you.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor. I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
Okay, you'd like to answer
Like
the
what?
question? Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I
And?
thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way, something.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, is that you'll get nothing from there.
If they want to kill me, they'll kill me. If they want to toy with me, they will. She's come to this conclusion weeks ago.
Why did you call the cops if you are hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud, thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was
Jesus
task
Christ.
complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
When was the email changed?
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there. Yes, you see the glass sparkling
I
out
think
of
we're
the
done here
corner.
for now.
She nods, silently. He's thinking, are we done here? Or maybe you should take her to the station for safekeeping. She lied to you. And no, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. Multiface, I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up with force if you want to continue pushing her.
Multiface, I'm begging you to adopt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up with force if you want to continue pushing her. It's a white check. This is a red check. No, this is a white check as well. Drama. Okay, drama. Let's see if I have something that gives me drama. Or gives me malus to drama. Okay, I have this plus 1 drama. Plus 1 drama. Oh my god. Plus 2 drama. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay.
Officer,
God save
it's a
wake up.
fine day for questions.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors, and she probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
Your real name is Crashtamando.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Her voice cracks suddenly like there's a garrote around her neck. Okay, what?
Okay, it's not. You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time.
What's the
I'm just
password?
no. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where is this boy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now.
West of the borough in the reeds on the coast there.
It's useless.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds
Tell me your real
northwest
name.
of here, past a broken sewage pipe. It's Katarzyna Lazie.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugo-Grad in origin, not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music infused.
My parents were Zemsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Alasie is my father's name.
I'll keep calling you Claudia.
That's cool.
She doesn't feel like a Clausia. She feels like
They're
nothing.
probably not even missing this
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
You know, I didn't think you. I think you didn't make the call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergency. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk.
At what time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Okay.
She stands before you, holding her back.
What if I told
very
you are under
straight.
arrest, Claudia? Let's change this up.
Clausia. It was my first real boyfriend who gave me that name. He never recovered from the shit we went through. Because he was a writer. He made Oranese lit. And I destroyed him. I know I'm shit. I know. But I haven't done...
Failure to aid a she purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case.
Yeah.
Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now.
Failure to add
Stern
evidence after you
and
have mastered
merciless,
time
as
and
we
with the
really are
investigation.
in.
Misrepresenting information about the case without the hardest confession, we know nothing. You're a suspect in murder investigation or flight risk. This is all the reason I need. You're not playing these mind games with me anymore. Wag your finger as you're coming in. Industrial espionage with one international lawyer in the zone of control.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no.
Her eyes becomes round with fear. She tries to back.
But there's nowhere to go. A two-story drop to the plaza mosaic. If she could, she would have run before. Fragile, unshielded. Her voice is thin and tired.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
What do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Why do you think it was
She
her?
has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
What she's saying is... sex?
And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relation. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
I don't know what to make of this.
I know what this sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching?
When Ruby said there would be shit happening in the relation with the deceased, was she threatening you? And how could have she killed him?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
And how could she have killed him?
You said there was a secret route there, right? She could have come up through there, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when... She would have seen us. My bed is right next to...
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No, I just remembered you told me about it, and...
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there.
Okay, that's it for Ruby.
Okay, and what? Arrest the light. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things. Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more. But she's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Ooh.
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Okay. No, okay, I'll keep you here, miss, for now. Back off completely.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret.
Something tells you, you will.
Yes.
She slowly lights another cigarette. You are. This is not the end of this.
Lies.
Yes, We demand she be punished for deceit. She
Okay.
slowly lights an...
Okay, so I put back my stuff, my clothes. Okay. Now there is the window.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Okay. So visual calculus, let's see if we can enhance visual calculus. So the glasses are a malus, so needs to be changed. Okay. So visual calculus is Celeste, like drama. Nothing else, I think. Oh, this is visual calculus. Okay. Oh, this +1 visual calculus. So this is a +2 because I remove a malus and I put a bonus. And that's it. Okay. Let's try now.
This window is pristine on the inside. Unlike golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are
Okay,
two
see?
neon-lit shapes.
Wow.
A man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are
Like
you
the
in?
witness said, the man is kneeling. The woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired.
So the bullet came through from the outside. I thought it was the opposite. It was a shot from the people onto the window, through the victim and onto the window. Yeah.
The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
So the bullet is somewhere here. Maybe here.
Ending him.
Where does it came from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Spit the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the
I look
realization.
at point out the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Should there be guaranteed?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? Because poi no.
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective. Point X. I can't see an X. There is A1, B1, B3. This is B2 probably. I can see X. Am I blind? Okay. Are there any arguments against the prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Extrapolate this include the Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
Okay. B prime. But okay. So this is the yeah, now I see it. This is the map. It's not the inside the room. So this is the map where you see all the places. This is where the whirlwinds in rags is. B prime is where the shot with the sniper could have started. Behind the church. Oh my god. This is the okay. More precisely.
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Okay. So I know where these points are. This is behind the church. This is where the encampment of the... I think at least. Unless it's this. Maybe I didn't... No. This is the encampment of the boys. This is the church. So I could reach the B prime B second, but not be third in the inlet island. Have a look at B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Wow, okay. B second, Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
So 20%, 3% chance. Be third, the islet.
1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime the board will be double prime Land's End, B triple prime the island.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
Okay. So if the bullet came from outside, went in, it should leave a hole in the wall somewhere, right? There is nothing here but the people. Let's see if she has something else to say.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation. Yeah?
You have quite a question prescription.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
It was quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The Anti-Star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
The collection costs not an opioid.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry.
You seem to have among other things prep.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically.
That's all as far as that goes then.
Very funky. All right.
Okay. I cannot see the people anymore. No.
You clearly see footprints in the
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, everything around you.
Nothing new. Okay, nothing new. So we go back. Now we can see our diary to see all the updates on the quest, but I think we have to go on the boardwalk because we have multiple stuff to do there. Ah, and we can speak with the Hardy Boys as well. Check the ball for checking land for bulletin. Okay. Inspect cache. There's a boy west of the ball on the coast somewhere in the reeds. It is missing a fake document. Give up Ruby location. This one. Make Titus give up Ruby location.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Glacier. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Because she's your real leader. I'm going to ride with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Larry Skinner. I have seen her in Loud and Windows Delirium. The paranormal mystic is playing into my ear. Look, I need to pin this one on someone and I decided to pin this on her. I suspect she killed the victim, that's why. I see who is brilliant and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby. Okay, he's investigating the drug smuggler. I'm going to lie with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lele's killer.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck.
And fuck you too, moral
Interrogate tells us the last syllable leaves the...
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck up?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Okay. I have 92 these with logic. I could try to make it... this is a white check. What the heck? Yeah. Logic. So wait a second. logic. Okay, I don't think I have some logic. Drama, electrochemistry, logic. This jacket, yes. +2 logic, wow. +1 logic, no. This one is +2. Okay. Let's get back
It's you
to him.
again. What is it?
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure we didn't offer?
Because she was here all night with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet?
No.
In the whole 40 minutes window, she was with you all the time?
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop. And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do agree that shot came from the roof, right? As Kill and some guards could have came by the outer wall. There is a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. Have you noticed the twinge or back on the outer wall of the whirlwind?
Oh.
Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boy.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus will go.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Okay, there were pinball machine workshops in the operation. I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop. Guess what? Remember the key I found here? Find the window. Okay, and we firmly established. Okay. So I also found footprint upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
Recent, size about 43.
.43 is pretty large for a girl, don't you think? But then Ruby's what you call a butch girl. She's no definite.
Yeah, but that's what's so cool about her. It's why we've been thinking...
I know what you've been thinking, Glenn. We'll talk about it. Once the murder charges have been cleared.
Titus, you're not really...
He's thinking, all right. Glenn gets silence for an answer. Push forward with this theory.
I don't like guessing, Carl. No.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, Ruby, but Ruby did. That's how she got out.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old, faded. It had been there for 20 years at least.
She could have made a copy. She could have just put it back there once she was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits. And he knows it.
The winch out back. Have you noticed the winch out back on the other wall of the werewolf? There were pinball machine or silver.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
He makes a gruff gesture for you to continue.
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Colossia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There's a 72% chance that we would have came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
Yes, big lab back in Germany, the General Ballistic Lab.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Bartonese. What else have you got? That puts her on the roof.
Have you noticed the winch at back on the other wall of the building?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used? That's wall mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
We firmly established Ruby access to the roof where the man was shot.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
I already established Ruby's earning drugs. She could have smuggled a gun store. There's a small 20% chance that shot came from beyond the roof. There were weapons like this just laying around the Martinis. The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her.
You lost your gun?
Oh my god. You lost your gun, yeah.
What an idiot!
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
Yes.
No, you didn't. And Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
That looks antique. A Bell McGrave. It's inoperable.
There's another
Where'd
under
you
the
get it?
bookshop. It was in there with others just like it.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it?
Well,
Every fucking 5 seconds.
what I'm saying is, from what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no trouble getting a gun. Fine, Titus, and not get into it if it touched on your precious business.
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roidheads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one.
He must be referencing some past case. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
I didn't say it proves she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
I don't know, cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Easy now, Al.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up. Okay. Kaji told me some pretty interesting thing about Ruby.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugene, that's something good.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friend as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing a murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Kaji told me something interesting about her.
Yeah. Like what?
Apparently, she had a thing for Kaji.
A thing? You mean?
Behind his squinting eyes, dominoes are falling. Fast. It's all beginning to make sense to him now.
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked classier.
Come on, guys, she hangs out with you, methods. This cannot come as a surprise. It's supernatural, reality-breaking event, and it's scary. She probably went to a university and eliminated from a liberal. What Kim said.
Fuck you. First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party.
She didn't fuck you. Cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Kaji said she made advance on her and she thwarted them.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass. That Ruby is queer as cabaret, now that I start thinking about it. I don't know why I didn't see it earlier. And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit...
And then, boss, use us to cover it up? I mean, that's just fucked up.
If it's true. but it's not, right?
When crashing came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know that something was wrong.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know, women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Eugene wants a woman on the team so they can do their job. That must be hard. Half of Martinez is female.
Yes, roll your eyes. Female intuition, that's what it was. You're right, Eugene. Yeah, she's got her shit together. That's how she knew. Or she knew what happened because she killed him.
Not so useful.
Fucking hell.
The blonde man is in some kind of anguish that makes him stare into the garlic bread bowl intent. Maybe it's a part of Lydia's shining against you, Titus. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you. That's you have to see. Things don't add up. You need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
When did she leave? Okay, now we get all the response.
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You. No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
I have no idea why she's scared. I'm just saying whatever thoughts in his head.
Sure. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having to go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This cough, Titus. This cough, But she was too scared.
Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her? More precise.
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
In the waterlock, in the sort of bunker that you cannot open. Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure, there's some shit houses there. a cinderblock town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish, hair's red, dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
You know what she's doing with the Yulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea.
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Yulan frequencies and a pale something.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something. It'll have to.
Okay.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
Just thinking, you should be a cop, judges.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
Okay. Okay, so we got a lot. What's this?
Hey, was there something you...
So I already paid the bill for the night, right? Ask about Ruby in the village. Get a reality low down. I need to put back my normal clothes. Okay. So we have a lot of stuff now. We could unlock another of these. And the ground your brain on positive, you are stick together with others concerned your say on grabs there. Everything is better than this thing and bone dry reality, so maybe you can quit. Okay, so and mix multiple processing, getting the Engelman's boots, find all armor pieces. I missed the helmet and the boots, I think. Yes. Get reality low down, kick mask joys queste for reality, return later should be here when you need info. Get you signature of Ebrat. Take on the responsibility. The smoker says Sunday friend is gonna restore on the coast. It's all around the coast, so I think we go there, but it's already 20 past. Let's see.
Yes?
Skill point logic. Just 1 second, guys. No, I don't want to put a point in logic for now.
The trap is full of poor things.
There is the the thing where Clash left her passport. What? Maybe these the drunk guys know something. Maybe she knows something.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
Have you seen
What can I help you with?
Have you seen a red-haired woman on the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking
This
about.
is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around.
She's being evasive.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate you.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This isn't about the union, you know? You don't have to worry about it.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
I see, you know something, but you decide not to tell.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too. The scruffy-haired little boy
see any
kicks
bad
a
people
stone
around?
while the other
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is gonna crack the...
Then we're definitely doing it.
Okay. We are definitely doing it.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
What?
Simmer down.
I'm looking for something that's...
Simmer down, bastards. Oh? Who?
I'm looking for a suspect who might have stayed in his neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person
Very
stay here?
recently, over the past few days, she might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4. Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
No, I don't want to. I don't want them to sign that thing. I want to fake it. Wait, what? Who is this?
I'll just keep the corda lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
Hi, ma'am.
And it's of course, jetty.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here.
What brings you here?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official... How do I like it?
She cast a gaze toward the village melting on the cinder blocks. Construction work left are finished 10 years ago.
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the smell of salt and dog.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there? I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your question.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her.
Fortunately for you, madame.
All right. Politics time. Real men. Real politics. Real thoughts in your head.
Oh, I'm not frightened, officer. I'd never... Have I told you how they discovered this place?
This fishing village?
No, they're in Celindian, Isola.
What is an interrogate?
I'm guessing you don't know then.
No, you haven't told me.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit.
This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in more lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What time
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second for the big time. The revolution.
And what is this
It's
revolution?
quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle. Why, of course. We're talking Duke out Central. Full swing, intra-species. No, I would say the apes were neutral. On the other hand...
No, the tiny apes are doing all they can to be better. It takes time for the apes to change and work. Perhaps what happened here was part of that
got shot in the head.
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relief.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Digamos en anarchist.
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
It's a tragedy.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
Let's get shot in the head on the opposite
Oh,
side.
lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Smart king.
Yes. King Guillaume had a nose for bad PR. He ran before it. What is the expression? Went down? Anyway, Gil got out alive and his nephew Frisell got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, and by liberals you mean?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well. They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them.
Of
course.
If everyone was shot, who was there to scream?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights. The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people. The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
Not just technically, practically, for a moment there was hope. People always speak in the option that doesn't commit to anything, then yes, I am, and also not.
A devout man of the center. Hard to come by. It's good to have someone who takes a moderate approach to head shooting. In your line of work, I mean.
When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gone. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What did Zarat do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed. Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
What did it spread
From
there?
Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the Coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think. A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
It's been like this for a long time.
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
What have we been doing all that
The
time?
20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply... The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time, in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere. No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And welcome to reality, baby.
Oh, nice.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes.
Don't seem to really...
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right. Good question.
What
would you have done differently?
No, her first.
And I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you? You and everyone else. But that's got nothing to do with preventing the revolution. Oh, well. What was, I guess. They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet... Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to...
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer. She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra...
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
È libera. Come I myself.
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind. No, not like me. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. Are you liberated enough to offer up your home on a plate for financial colonists? No, I think not. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
You are a monster, I forgive you. Forgive you, but only because you're charming. I don't care.
A devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
Vile devil, Shakespeare's not devil woman.
I'm afraid you'll find that every woman is a devil woman, detective. There are only aesthetic differences between one and the other. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, ma'am.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my yes. Whatever else I am. I'm also a mother. It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get your...
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
I know you've got a lot riding on me. I won't let you down. What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh, it's probably for surgery then. It's saving the drink.
She nods slowly.
So I have an esprit de corps and a conceptualization, but I'm still high. That's all
Glad
for
to
now.
have been of assistance.
So esprit de corps and conceptualization. Esprit de corps is purple. Okay. Conceptualization +1. Oh, but this is Esprit de Corps +1. Okay, so let's do Esprit de Corps first. This jacket, but alright, I had like these two, the gauntlet, the gloves and the jacket that can be sold because it's useless. We say Esprit de Corps first. So let's do the Esprit de Corps
You're back.
check.
Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality?
Split the corpse.
My favorite part of the day.
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog, licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinet?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
Rogers in India.
Preciso Mundo.
Good, and what is the Rogers in India?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol citizens.
He's being sarcastic.
You say de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government.
Okay.
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign...
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
So I'm basically a trial to foreign interests. I'm basically one of the good guys. I'm basically going to avoid this subject and ask.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you. The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forget.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial era. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality,
What was the
nothing more
reason?
nor less than the
Yes,
He's being sarcastic.
we are.
Yes, that means not. Permit me to... And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic...
is
A
this?
bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions? Some sort of... Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just... This place is an unmarked micro-settlement on the coast of Martinez. It's lovely, really. I'm thinking of buying it, yes. So I can spite Everard and spoil his plans for this place. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll never get around to it. Glad to have been of his...
So now we do the conceptualization 1. So let's see if I have any malus to it. No. Conceptualization is blue. So it's only this. Yeah, it's only this.
You're back. Good. What more lessons in basic reality?
What is all of this? The scent, the sound.
What word is
Yeah.
this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough. There is a term of endearment they coined for it. In the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
Okay. Wait, is this the one with the evil apes? Elysium, the word is a term of endearment. This word does not deserve them.
It does. There are those who would call a term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists. Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways. That's looking less and less likely, Detective. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere.
ORG, Occident Revichol-Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three, they're piecing together a dark grey corona. Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured.
A cold fear seeps into you.
Oh my god, wait, what the hell are you telling me?
You seem to be spooked.
The pale, what do you mean?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothing. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will... You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect, and it's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it. See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to.
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this... The lieutenant observes you both, silently.
The Pale is not, technically.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today.
His voice is low.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
Ma'am, remember you are dealing with a very...
The Lieutenant's right. Let's change topics.
You could sneak back later when the lieutenant is not here, unless you can convince him to step aside.
I could ask him to step aside, and maybe she will go to her, he will go to his room, and then I can go and try and grab the boots from the man in the fridge, and also speak with Kaisha, or whatever the name is. Let's try.
Good idea. Just ask him. He won't
Can I
make a
talk to
scene.
him alone for a second?
Fine.
See? What can...
Are you sure you're sure? Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. Windy, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulin, an oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the... No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the east.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
Yes. That is enough. An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale. Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapour, marked by spores of an opportunistic micro... The most disco thing you will ever see.
What are these tubular
It's
qualities?
difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet...
There's a slippery article in there.
Pale when it's particular, this territory of Pale. The Pale when it's Pale in its entirety. Once you've seen it, language... Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds. Hardware operate.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other. But it is still hard for humans to navigate
Pale
the
can
Pale
damage the mind?
extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information. They call it the blend over of
That's
the
a lot
self.
of information.
The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human...
Who says and who argues?
The logical positivists say, the dialectical materialists argue.
What does this other edition feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale experience.
It's more for her. Way more.
No, Lieutenant Dubois. I'm entreprenetic business class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Perhaps that explains her strange pining after the revolution. Some degraded early someone else you've met may have been exposed as well. The strange grey-haired woman in her lorry.
Already past the Pale.
Yes, carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
You should ask the Pale driver about this. That poor woman must have stories to tell, like you wouldn't imagine.
Are you already?
Up to my gills of...
An acidic smile on her lips.
What is
It's getting worse every...
Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western...
They had not traveled the entire circumference of the Pericarnassian Super E-Solar. It was not merely in the west, it was everywhere.
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of
What
years.
does anthropometics change that?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less hybrid airships, detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended. Once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precise, then they don't.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath
How
the
much Pale
surface.
is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is
Slipping
slipping.
out,
What do you think, detective?
Shocks in the eye. It's shrinking. There is more and more of the world. It's growing. There is more and more of the Pale.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that an intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists. Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do.
Off we go.
You see
the hanged man's mouth open.
One and all. They say Pale is death.
Why should we just leave?
Yes. Is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
I'm getting a sense of why I'm at my...
Beyond curious. Tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
To land alive, that we continue to persist It all is a test of our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped immediately. The root is communism. Of anti-communist force, perhaps powerful, but still they have it coming. I'm worried. I have to say, it doesn't sound very liberal to me. I don't know how you have all survived it, but might think anything of it.
Mm-hmm.
Her eye stands, crow's feet radiate from them. She observes you, your bloodshot eyes.
Your ailing constitution, sweaty forehead, the beads there, and your head.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then... I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now? Yes, well, the rest of us have dealt with it for thousands of years, so...
You will have to deal with it, too, the lieutenant thinks.
Good luck, Detective.
Okay. So... No, not here. I can't go there now. I have to try and do the things. First I want to speak with the drunk man.
Tequila Sunset.
Have you seen Ray Day warming Ruby around?
Can't really remember seeing any women after
It's a touchy topic. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
I want to do the server naming. I got you some more boots.
Okay.
Don't call Abigail. Abigail? Don't call Abigail!
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
There's no use in yelling at drunks.
The drunk man starts. He does not sound well at all. He snorts and beckons you to leave.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable...
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smoke.
Okay. So now we go back to the Weird Wing. Weird Wing Rugs, and we say bye to Kim, and we go for the boots. And then I think we let one day more pass. I don't know if this game is a kind of timer that after, because I'm at day 4, okay? So let's go first to the pawn shop. I want to speak with this guy. What's this?
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the muscular man with antlers and immense Zweihanders.
Okay, I've got this, and I want to buy this shirt.
Welcome to Helmdall, officer.
Can I sell this guy the stuff?
Hello. Let me know if I... Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh, I can't sell the clothes. No. I'd like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Oh, no. I don't like the photic paths, counter-radiance network, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are.
Another time, perhaps.
Okay, so we finish all the Monday task, at least. Then we got a new shirt, physical instrument shiver managed to authority. Let me get back my jacket. This goes here if I want, and I have a bonus of to physical instruments as well.
Old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing even by the standards of the Philippian kings. Old sumptuous, well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years. This is slander. The King Cocaine. His Majesty's courtiers beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships. During the turn-of-the-century revolution, most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most waste. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time. A rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating. People in Martinez tend to disagree. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't. Not that he ever did in life either.
Okay. This is the grey-haired woman. Could speak with her as well.
The woman is still hunched over the railing.
Huh? What is it? And what is that?
You're a pale driver. You transport goods through the pale.
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the bail, and now he's talking to everyone about it. Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that. That is exactly what I didn't want you to do.
No offense, but your partner seems like a bit of an idiot. Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Pergunte a Poeira. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything. The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Ryle. The smoke from the Fowling piece when Dolores Day. The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father. And I never shot her innocence dolor. Heroic doses, hero. Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. When you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this.
She just wrote the square, the broken of small and the branch of machine.
What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become vapor, like looking into the ocean at night. You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than any... Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets and electric light. It smells...
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking.
How do you bust
in the belly of an airship, behind the cell windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised.
Not on this line.
No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
She points the machine clamped up like toys.
The wheels all small and round. Multi-axle
That's the thing,
trailers.
so you can just be gone by.
Yes.
No elaboration.
I would rather have what I have than what you have. I would rather what you have than what I have. I feel already have what you have in some way.
They say there's a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A, or in Lomonosov's land, where every step you take is one step further from home. It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south?
She looks at Skeleton almost she also had something with you. The motorway.
It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Jerife, not pale drivers. Way beyond the established pale that's lit by radio frequencies and dark, and the process begins. Erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you can... No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning. I've only felt it in the distance, when I was a child. A child rowing on the lake. Josiane.
There is nothing more to do now. She is receding in the clutches of some indescribable scattered emotion.
You've fried both your brains enough for today, detective. Let's get some air. This one.
Okay. Okay, so... See you in the morning. Bye. Okay. So he goes, and now I go out. First I want to go to the boots.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner.
But is it possible that I don't have the tool? No, it's this one.
This orange machine is dead still. It has. Turning the crank is all gone now.
Okay.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its...
I have to remove the...
Only the red cable is somewhere. A machine hums along with the current. Happy, an electric sizzle. This orange machine is...
Okay.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. The corpse inside the fridge, slowly rotting. The power has been cut off.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Because you have. I like it alone. Come back later.
The body is reluctant to let go of the boots. You're going to need to summon all your strength for this whatever you're planning to do, you need to do it before you catch pneumonia in the cold draft coming from deep inside the fridge. It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymers. It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get the boot to move. Just relax. See? The corpse doesn't care if you try to take his boots. He doesn't need them. He's probably glad to get rid of them.
One by one. Adjust his sitting position first.
He's too heavy to move by yourself. A great mass of dead muscles, with hoarfrost covering his milky eyes. This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off. With nasty slices of not good. Let's pin this on the bear. The ice bear tore up his legs with its claws. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you've cleaned and disinfected them. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed. Didn't the whirling have a kitchen?
Yes. Okay. Okay. So I have got the boots. I'm gonna put back.
Only the black cable is somewhere. These boots were probably left on the corpse because they were impossible to pull off while it was hanging. They're not exactly hopefully, you will know who they belonged to very soon. The size seems about right. Once you get the foul, you've seen too much.
Okay. Wash the boots in the kitchen somewhere, and then there is another thought here. I have a bit of points to use.
This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many. Getting the corpse residue out of these boots is going to require patience, and also a huge pot full of boiling water, soap, and white. A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city, and also to boil a putrid pair of death boots. There is a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. There is also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next. This is gonna take the hard stuff too. Use as much as you can.
Okay. The boots are really disgusting. Put some dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar.
The delicious smells of... All right now, chef. Light up the stove and boil them.
Add water and the boots to the pot. Bring it all to a nice boil.
The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface.
Beautiful.
A 2-course dinner of rotten flesh and hardened syrup. The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning just like beef stew. That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam, dense with the smell of strange meat, disappears into a pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect.
Okay. So now I also have the boots authority and my -1 composure. So I missed the helmet and the pant. Now, before speaking to her, I think I need volition. Volition is purple. I don't think I have anything that gives me volition. Have anything that gives me volition. Oh, where is she? What? Where is she? Or maybe because it's late, I cannot speak with her. What the...
This medicine cabinet.
Okay, maybe she is out. Okay. So, guys, I think I have to go now and grab some lunch. We did a lot. We did also a lot of extra stuff about the reality lowdown quest, which is complete now. Quick save. And so I don't think I will be able to come back in the afternoon. If not, I'll see you again on Monday. And but DiscoElysium will come back on next Friday. Okay. So guys, thank you for being here and thank you for everything and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.